So one question that a lot of fans have had is why Sony had this exclusive Until Dawn, which, regardless of what you felt about the game, did fairly well. I mean, it was one of the most popular games on YouTube for the month. There was a lot of people who enjoyed it, and they're wondering why Sony really didn't seem to push this game, because it didn't seem to have a whole lot of marketing to it, and everything that it did, it seemed to have done on its own by word of mouth, which is great, but it seems like it could have done a whole lot better if it would have had a little push from Sony. But you really didn't see any commercials for it. You didn't see much marketing and promotion for the game. So anyway, PlayStation Lifestyle sat down with Yoshida and asked him, quote, "How do you determine the level of marketing and promotion that a game gets before launch? It seems like some critical darlings and good sellers, recent example, Until Dawn, get little push compared to some others. What are the deciding factors?" So here's what Yoshida said, quote, "Each region has its own marketing department with its own goals for a year and its own budget for the year. Of course, there are a lot of relations among the regions and worldwide studios, but differences could be based on the popularity, like of the genres or titles. Each marketing department makes the final decision how much a particular product gets pushed." That said, sometimes games like Until Dawn find great reception from reviews and consumers after launch. In that case, some additional marketing push can be created to sustain the momentum post-launch. I hear great support continuing in all regions for Until Dawn. It's not like Uncharted, but still, our marketing departments are responsive to the reactions from consumers. So basically what it boils down to is not enough money to put in for games like Until Dawn, because every time you see games that are being marketed by Sony, you see Destiny on TV, you see Call of Duty, and all these other big games that they know are going to sell well, that is money coming out of these bases, and so there's less money to go around for games that maybe are in a different genre that just may not be as popular as they feel compared to other games. But it does appear that Sony is aware that people did seem to like the game, so they are getting behind a push post-launch. And you know, with October right around the corner, Halloween, perfect game for that type of season. So I would expect some more, commercials and everything showing up around that time. So I can understand, the marketing departments having limited resources and them having to decide which games they're going to get behind in order to get the most return on their investment. But one thing that I was surprised about, and I talked about this before in past videos, is why they didn't even bother pushing it, it seems like, in a lot of their conferences leading up to the release. Because at E3, I don't remember seeing it, but maybe for a split second on screen in a roll trailer that had several other different games in it. And it was like, doesn't seem like that would cost you any sort of money. But either way, seems like the game is doing pretty well without a big marketing push, but it seems like Sony might be getting ready to push it later on. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. You want to read more about it, links down in the description box. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.